Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, should I cut the crap and go for it? I like that. I got an email from a guy who asked me that very question. And if you have to ask, you probably should cut the crap and go for it. So I've got an email here, and he says, this is from a internet viewer, a YouTube viewer. He says, before I start, I just want to say your book is the shit. Thank you. Appreciate that. The way I look at it is just like I say all the time. It's like you can think I'm totally full of shit. Just apply the things that I teach, and you'll see that they work for you. And when that happens, guess what? That gives you more confidence to apply even more of what I teach to guess what? To give you even more results, even more forward momentum in your life. And slowly your life gets more and more closer to the kind of things that you want to do. So like from the time you get up in the morning till the time you go to bed at night, it's filled up hanging out with people and doing the kinds of things that you've always wanted to do and you've always dreamed to do. The goal, just like any professional athlete, is going to be the same goal that I have, is I just try to get a little bit better each day. That's all. Try to be a better human being. Try to help more people. Try to be more loving. Try to become a better man myself, because the better I become, the better I am at impacting and influencing my particular world, just like you can influence your own particular world wherever it is that you happen to live in the world. The better you become, you improve and enhance the lives of everybody that you come in contact with. So he says, and like I said, the more you apply of what I teach, the more results you get. The more you see that it works, the more your confidence grows. The more you apply more stuff, then you get even more results, and your confidence even grows. And then it gets to the point where you literally can meet a woman on the street and you can lock eyes with her and you know it's fucking on. Right in that moment, it's like, hey baby, how are you? Why don't you care to join me over here and we'll grab a drink together. And because of your confidence and the smile that's on your face and you're just fucking happy, it's like when I go out and I'm having lunch or dinner, like I was out the other night with a buddy of mine, we're having beers, having sushi out by the boardwalk, it's nice out. Pretty girls walking by, we're just shooting the shit, and so we're just having a good time, and people at other tables around us are just starting to interact with us and ask questions, and because we just talk about things. And the way I talk on camera is the exact way I talk wherever I go. And you'll hear people laughing at me because I'm cussing, I'm fuck this, fuck that, and I'm just real wherever I am, and it has an effect on people, because when you are yourself around other people, well, you're going to notice it gives them permission to be themselves. And then so they'll start cursing and they'll start having a good time. And it's just like everybody around you just chimes in and they start treating you and asking you questions like you're the captain of the football team. It's wherever you go. You are yourself. It's like you, as a man, you take up too much space. You spread your legs out. Maybe you got your arms over a couple of chairs. You're leaning back in your chair and you're loud and you talk and you joke around and you're just simply there to be present with the person you're with and just have a great fucking time, and everybody responds because you're just giving off the energy that just fills the room with leader, alpha male type of energy, and everybody in the room responds to that in a positive way. They just start talking to you like you've known them forever and telling you their life story. If there's a fucking hot girl on the table next to you, she and her girlfriend start chatting you and your buddy up. It's so fucking easy to meet people that way. Just by being yourself and being proud to be you, being happy being you. And if you want to be really happy in your life, you got to do something for a living that you really love, that you're really passionate about, that you're really excited, that is emotionally compelling to you. Because the more you do things, the more you spend more and more minutes of your day doing something you love and that's exciting, that you actually want to do. You're not doing it because you get paid or because you have to do it. The better you're going to feel about yourself. And the better you feel about yourself, you just make everybody feel better about themselves just by simply being in your presence and being around you, because you don't give a fuck what other people think. And when you have that, most people are like that. They want to be that way. They want to feel that way, but everyone's walking around, play crack, oh, I don't want to say a curse word. Oh. It's like, give me a fucking break, dude. It's like, be real or get the fuck out of my face. It's like people love that. The average person is very friendly and they like it. It's like, the attitude is, wherever you go, welcome to my party. Think of yourself as like a king going throughout his kingdom. Everybody wants to talk to him and chat you up and be respectful. And of course, all the ladies want to hang out and get close to you, hook up with you later, become part of your harem, all those good things. So he says, okay, there's this girl that I ride the bus with sometimes, and we never have spoken or anything like that, but I notice her, and I'm pretty sure she noticed me in the past. About 2 weeks ago, I went to a strip club, and to my surprise, she was a bartender. How convenient. What a coinky-dink. Me being me, I went to get a drink, and also to see if I could get a word or two out of her. I might have ruined everything when I said, I've seen you around. He says, I wasn't trying to hit on her. Bullshit. If you weren't trying to hit her on her, you wouldn't have gone up to her. You were interested. You noticed her. Why? Because you wrote about me. And see, here's the thing. You think you're fooling me, and you think you're fooling her by not revealing anything, but here's the secret, dude. Women can tell. They can tell when you like them. And the more you hang out with them without taking any action, the more you interact with them, you see them, and you don't say hello or anything, the more you communicate that you don't feel you're worthy, and you don't deserve them. And then when you eventually grow the courage, or get up the courage, or work up the courage to ask her out or to say something to her, then she rejects you because she's seen you for so long, and it took months. It sounds like you've been seeing this girl for, you said 2 weeks here, basically, or actually several. So it's a long time that this has been going on, and so let's read on. And so after he says, I've seen you around, he says, I wasn't trying to hit on her, just a little acknowledgement. That's how I bag him, he says. And well, obviously you didn't bag her because you're writing me. He says her response was, wow, that was random. If a girl says that, I would have just said, hey, I think I've seen you on the bus sometimes. You ride bus 405 or whatever the fuck it is from such and such. She's like, yeah. I was like, I thought you looked familiar. That's why I came over. I wanted to say hi. I was like, hey, what's your name? Oh, my name's Denise. Well, hey, it's nice to meet you, Denise, without volunteering yours. And if she likes you in any way, she'll say, hey, it's nice to meet you. What's your name? But if she doesn't give a fuck, she doesn't care who you are, on a scale of 1 to 10, if you're like a 4 or lower, you ain't got a shot. She'll just say, hi, it's nice to meet you too, kind of coldly and not really care. But if she's interested and you're potentially on a scale of 5 to 10 in her eyes, then that means you got a chance. You got a shot. You can raise her interest by doing more things right than wrong over the course of several weeks and months, and then eventually she'll fall in love with you. But if you start making mistakes, especially the closer her interest is to a 5 from the get-go, the less things you can do to screw up. And so when she says, wow, that was random, like I said, you're just like, yeah, I think I've seen you on the bus before. She's like, yeah. I was like, well, so if she's asked you your name, it's like, well, shit, where are you going? You taking classes? Where are you going? You live around there? You just start small talk. You're like, oh, no shit. It's like, how'd you get into this? How long you been working here for? Just simple small talk. And she starts telling you about what's going on. The idea is to keep her talking and you do very little. Because if she's doing 80% of the talking and you're doing 20% of it, she doesn't really know much about you and you're being mysterious that way. And the longer you talk to somebody and they're talking about themselves, it creates rapport. It makes them, because it's like I was talking about recently, where I was hanging out with friends and we were just shooting the shit, acting like the king in my kingdom, and just everybody around me just participates. It just starts talking to me like they know me and they're part of the group in essence, because that's the energy that I put out there. And it's like I said, wherever I go, it's like, welcome to my party. And that's the attitude that you should have. But it's like you kind of had a bad attitude, you got a little butt hurt. And so he says, I didn't like her response and it didn't faze me at all. He says, I took my drink, tipped her, and I walked away. It's like, yeah, you kind of walked away with your tail between your legs. He says, since that night, I've seen her about 4 times in the street. I would just walk past her with my head held high and not even look in her direction. Each time I could see her through the corner of my eye staring at me. So what I want to know is, should I cut the crap and go for it already? Yeah. And did I say you should cut the crap and go for it already? Yeah. What's the title of this video? Cut the crap and go for it already? Yep. So he says, being that, I'm not too sure about this one. The next time you see her, like, hey, aren't you the bartender from the, yeah, I've been seeing you for a while. Like, hey, what's your name? And just start talking to her and you just say, hey, you seem like a nice gal. Why don't we grab a drink sometime? When are you free to get together? Make a day on the spot. Pull out your phone. Give it to her. Let her just say, put your number in there. Make definite plans and a definite day and a definite time to meet up for a drink. And then that's all you got to do. And say, I'll see you then. And if something comes up, I'll call you. Otherwise, I'll just see you at the bar or the restaurant or Starbucks, wherever you happen to be going to meet up. That's all you got to do, dude. Just very casual, very simple. Don't complicate things. So if you have a question you want to ask me, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which will be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max, and just give me several days to get back to you with a response. If you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session, and you can do that by going to my website. Click the Products tab, which will be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, go to my website. And underneath the email sign-up box is a box that has a link that will take you right to the Amazon Kindle download page. Once you get there, if you don't have a Kindle device already, on the right-hand side there's a button you can click to download one of their free e-reader apps for your smartphone, tablet device, or your computer. It only takes a matter of seconds to download and install the app and complete the purchase of my book. And if you appreciate the value of the information I offer in these video newsletters and the articles on my website and my ebook, you can show your appreciation by going to my website right now, and on the Wibbia toolbar at the bottom of your screen, click the PayPal donate button and donate any amount that you think is equal to the value of the information. And I will talk to you soon.